Good afternoon, everybody. Please permit me to stand on all existing protocols. Compensation and support mechanisms for victims, a youth and student approach and perspective. We've seen different perspectives from different speakers, and I want to speak on the perspective of students and youth as the national president of Nigerian Students and Youth Association. As young leaders, it's essential to acknowledge the profound impact of victimization on individuals and communities. Effective compensation and support mechanisms are crucial in assisting victims to rebuild their lives. Let's explore immediate and long-term strategies to address these critical issues. The immediate support mechanisms. 1, crisis intervention. Provide immediate emotional support, counseling, and basic needs and assistance such as food, shelter, and medical care. 2, trauma-informed care. To ensure service providers are trained to understand the complexities of trauma and its impact on victims. 3, emergency financial assistance. To offer temporary financial support to help victims cover essential expenses. Now let's go to the long-term support mechanisms. 1, a comprehensive counseling service or comprehensive counseling services. Provide ongoing counseling and therapy to address psychological traumas. 2, economic empowerment. To offer vocational training, education, and job placement services to support long-term financial stability. 3, community-based support. Foster community networks and support groups to help victims reconnect and rebuild. Now, where are the existing gaps? Inadequate funding, insufficient resources allocated to support victims. 2, limited accessibility, services often inaccessible to marginalized communities. 3, the lack of coordination, fragmented services leading to gaps in support. Now let's go to the practical solutions. 1, increase funding. To allocate dedicated funds for victim support services. 2, capacity building. Train more service providers in trauma-informed care. 3, technology-enabled support. Leverage digital platforms to increase accessibility. 4, community engagement. Involve victims and communities in designing support services. 5, policy reforms. Advocate for policies that prioritize victim support and compensation. Actionable recommendations. 1, establish a national victim support fund. Allocate resources for comprehensive support services. 2, develop trauma-informed care standards, ensure service providers meet minimum standards. 3, create online support platforms, increase accessibility and reach. By addressing existing gaps and implementing practical solutions, we can create a more supportive environment for victims. As young leaders, we have to work together to shape policy direction and strengthen community responses. Now, we can't speak about compensation when we have not addressed the root causes of the header farmers crisis. A vast majority of those to be compensated are already dead. So how do we compensate them? That's a very big question. The best compensation is to end the root cause of the crisis by creating cattle ranches and limited movements within localities. And another way is we need to demand for cow feeds. In foreign nations, for instance, like the last speaker spoke, there are so many countries without grasses, but they have herds. The government need to, sit up sincerely, because it's a very big problem for all of us. The farmers are losing their crops, people are dying, and food shortage is going on. For instance, I come from the south to this place, and on my way coming here, I noticed a lot of herds being moved from the north to the south. Probably they are seeking for places to graze. And these people that are moving these herds to the south, they are going there with tools. They are going there with guns. These farmers are losing their crops, they are losing their lives, and we also as citizens, we have shortage of food. Food over here in the north is less expensive than what we have in the south because of transportation issues. We must look at that as well. I want borders. Borders need to be secured. Our borders need to be secured because most people from our neighboring countries use our land for grazing. Compensation is not the way forward, but resolving the issue is the best solution. Countries in Europe and other developing countries make use of cattle ranches. Nigeria can do the same. The header farmer clash has contributed to food shortages and hunger across Nigeria, like I mentioned before, since people can no longer peacefully go to their farms. The movement by the herders has caused insecurity, kidnapping for ransom, and incessant attack on the armless communities. In present-day Nigeria, a restorative justice approach can be used to address the herder-farmer conflict. In 2018, the Benue State government established a compensation scheme for victims of herdsmen attacks, providing financial assistance for the losses incurred. Civil society intervention through the Nigerian Red Cross and local NGOs have implemented support programs for victims, including counseling, medical care, and livelihood support. By adopting a restorative justice approach, Nigeria can promote healing, accountability, and reconciliation in communities affected by the herdsmen-farmer conflict. The Nigerian police must be given more power and allowed to independently police the country without undue interference of the executive at all levels or tiers of government. In the absence, local policing is our best bet to get communities safer. Preventing the clashes, conflicts is more important than compensation of the victims. If we prevent it, then why do we need to compensate? Government can actually use this problem to create solution by giving job opportunities to the teeming youth to go over to these ranches, work there, and our cattle will be safe, and our lives and our farmers and our crops will also be safe. We don't need people moving from communities, taking cows to different places, eating people's crops and putting us in hunger. Government can actually do this. This is their responsibility. I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to speak as a student leader, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.